everybody, welcome back to Kaiserreich. As defending government, let us continue on for last off. So we defeated the Qing, and we're now in a we're now in a situation of doing a debate over concessions and trying to unify China peacefully. Oh, or as peaceful as possible. The KMT, we're going to need to put them down. But the anti-concessions debate, while they don't always see eye to eye on matters, the topic of anti-concessionism has brought together the two chants at the conference. Anqing is not really here, but maybe he fled. Anqing, Xiao Taiyin, and Federalist Xiao Jiaming have found common ground on their opposition to concessions and have formed a united bloc. Led by these two strong voices, the concessionist side made a very strong showing in the debates, winning over many uncommitted delegates to their side. I want to go anti-Japanese. We'll integrate you. Are we gaining points? We're 0.08. Okay, very slowly. Industrial zone. Let's go with, I think communications are what, 2 civilian, 1 civilian, or 2 military. I'm gonna go with 1 civilian. Like, we're going anti-Japanese. For the point of decision, concessions all foreign powers have predictably become a major point of contention for all parties attending the National Unification Conference in Beijing. While most delegates have now called for the commitment to abolish the concessions and refuse any further comments or commitments, we remain the only major player in attendance that has not yet publicly taken a side on the matter. It's so secret that we owe a debt of gratitude to Japan for all the help that they've given us. By joining the anti-concessions, we would be directly opposing our nominal friends in Tokyo, and the act would constitute a betrayal in many eyes. Be that as it may, by declaring our opposition to the anti-concessionist cause would severely undermine our legitimacy and give ammunition to those who paint us to be mere puppets of the Japanese. Gil Marshall will now make his choice and do the best to navigate the inevitable consequences of fate to follow. Denounce the concessions! Screw you, Japan! Honestly, you haven't done that much. Okay, we get a core on Beijing and moves our capital there. It gives the Concordia even less influence, and I'm fine. We've kind of have now going. Yeah, we're anti-Japan, and you know what? We'll help liberate Korea while we're at it. A strongly worded letter. It didn't take long for Tokyo to respond to our decision to side with the anti-concessionist. Letters arrived from the Japanese embassy demanding that we reverse our course of this new anti-concessionist stance at once and make immediately public apology for our shameful insolence. If we do not accept, the response to Tokyo will likely be scathing. If we back down now, however, not a soul in China will see this as anything but a betrayal to foreign influences. No. The humiliation ends here. Can I expel the Japanese? No, we actually need political power, which I don't have. Okay, Armenia's lost to the Ottomans. Okay, so you don't like me as much. Plus 34. The conference continues. With the most contentious national level issue dealt with, the conference is well on its way to conclusion. It remains that various parties' conflicting territorial claims, however. Well, I think we want to back the Chao Qing as much as possible, because I think they are the strongest. Yeah, they're by far the strongest of the factions. We want to go Chao Qing as much as we can. Follow you up. Technology research. Well, it's 1939. Let us go for 1939 rifles. Now that the first major war has kind of been dealt with, I think this seems okay. We can actually have 75 divisions, which is pretty good. Okay, demands from everybody. What does Azili demand? They want autonomy. Okay, that's fine. They present their demands. The conference members have presented a dance for deliberation. We have 30 days on you. What does Zaibai want? You kind of don't exist anymore, but if you want to take your territory away from Mongolia and Tibet, I'm fine doing it. They declared their support. Let's go. Territorial concessions. What concessions? I mean, I'll give you this land. I'll give you some territory. They declared support. Again, you want to kill Mongolia and Tibet? Go ahead. Whatever. What do you want? You want autonomy. That's fine. Honestly, none of you really presented that big of a threat to me. And you've declared your support. I don't know what... Oh no, they're already supporting me. Oh, probably because we gave into their demands for the reforms. I mean, either way, that's okay. You can have autonomy. I will just annex all of the KMT. That works out well for me. Keep our troops around Japan for now, because they're a little bit scary. And as soon as I'm assuming, I think this makes a faction, if I remember correctly. But if we can get a faction going, I will be completely okay to just throw Japan out of the, They're actually having a pretty tough time against Korea, 1-13. There are Japanese troops here. Oh, who won the Spanish Civil War? Oh, apparently the Socialists did. Did we not see the event where they lost Barcelona? I'm amazed they came back from that. Give me recon company upgrades, which actually does make sense. So they realize now, put engineers inside the armies that not the recons, but yeah, whatever. Still works out okay. I'm actually going to deploy these units immediately because I'm a little bit scared. Throw you into this. I'm going to put 2 of you into Blue Army for right now. I mean, what concessions? Like, I'm guessing it's this land. The Yunnan Clique has declared support. Thank you, thank you. The Yunnan has said yes. Szechuan said yeah. Matt Clique, everyone's agreed. Everyone has agreed to the proposal, which I'm guessing is going to force a white peace between you two. I mean, that makes sense. And again, if we have to go to war with Mongolia and Tibet, so be it. Okay, Korea is now slowly falling to the Japanese, which is a little sad for sure. But Japan, like, what are you going to do? If I kick you out of the country, are you really going to oppose us? I don't think so. How many troops does Yunnan Clique have? 10-33. We can see that you guys are really not getting anything done here. Goodbye, Korea. We hardly knew ye. Integration's not going well. Deng Clique nominates... Wait, are they appointing me? No. No, you're my son. I mean, he's pretty good. I'm gonna say no to it though for right now. 4 more days of the conference. Korea, if you can just hold Busan, I may or may not come to your rescue depending on how the event with them goes. Deserter rises in damaging. While our troops swept through the Zili province, they crushed all signs of organized resistance. Sometimes resistance isn't so organized. Groups of deserters stemming from our enemies' former armies and our forces begun organizing in order to take larger targets across damming several chains in the vicinity of Shimin, a counter attack. Okay, well, not great. Again, the manpower is not that bad, and I really wish we had more political power. Bands of Red Spears, peasant self-defense units have often little better than bandits have grown in size and strength. Okay, so basically, yeah, there's a lot of issues in the country right now. I concede things have gone better in the past. Okay? I still don't know why, like, nothing's showing up here. By the end of the Unification Conference, saying all in is accomplished what many called impossible. The world looked on at the conference, and attendants worked their way through the many sticking points. And to the surprise of many observers, both at home and abroad, the Chinese have managed to put their differences aside and unite for the common good of the country. At long last, their final chance would be there's finally a chance for most of China to know lasting peace and unity after the hard work carried out by the many diplomatic attending the conference. As the conference ended, pleasantries and formalities were exchanged. Some were happier than others with the deals that had been made, but everyone was well aware that history had been made. As the closing ceremony took place, the Fengtian Marshal held a speech where he expressed his sincerest gratitude for the participants for their hard work through the trials and tribulations the conference had posed. Indeed, they all managed to prove to the world that the Chinese were able to come together and put aside their differences, work for a better tomorrow. Although China is now closer than ever to being unified, some who agreed with our terms of the conference remain embroiled in a war amidst themselves. Until the conflicts have ended, they will be unable to join our united China. Okay. Yang Zhao has joined our faction. Are we in charge or are they in charge? No, we're in charge. You have now joined the National Pacification Army as well. So, okay, you're now at peace. You forced a peace. And now, hey, guess what? I will join your wars. White Army, it's time for you to smash your way to the KMT. So at what point do you, we can banish the Japanese now. Okay, so the unification was successful. Restore the Constitution. Continue the reclamation war. I mean, we've already kind of have everybody already on our side. Twin Dragons. Limited women's suffrage. I mean, I think it's worked out pretty well. And the KMT, they're now basically at war with all of China. Can I call you into the war? No, you're going to say no, but I'm pretty sure one of our allies is probably going to call you in, so it's not that big of a deal. We're going to say no to you, and guess what, Japan? At long last, time to expel the Japanese. And Blue Army, I want you to aggressively push away into Korea if they decide to retaliate, which I'm sure they will. Are you really not? You're not going as aggressive as I would have liked. Your way down to Wuhan. Are you cores? I mean, you're not a core. They actually don't have that many cores, surprisingly enough. So what did Japan do? Well, in 11 days, we'll see what they're doing. Japanese troops apparently are immediately pulling their way over to Port Arthur, which means I'm going to quickly deploy 2 units here. Just in case. Do we have any more units we can deploy? I mean, we could. I mean, 12,000 rifles. So you know what? I'm going to make you into basic infantry. You have no equipment, so you don't need the support weapons. 10 units with you. Have you move your way up north. Take this city, move your way down to you. How much does the KMT have? 18 to 71. Not enough to fight this massive war. Warlords resist. Composed as they are of informal patronage numbers, not all local power structures can be co-opted by our occupying forces. In this case, our local warlords, fiercely loyal to Wu Pufu, have seemingly taken offense at our policies in Rayang and have seized the Guangzhou arsenal. So is this just more penalties? 20,000 manpower, Jesus. Damn, okay. Korea, just hold on a little bit longer. I will save you. Move you here. Move you here. We don't need these fronts on the north. Actually, I do. I need at least one guy here. But move you all down south. I think the Japanese are a little bit upset with what we've done. Yeah, you're not Clique. You can join the war. Welcome, welcome. And I think that should mean... No, Heil is actually into the war. Are they going to go anti-Ottoman? I don't know what they're going to do. At least I don't know what they're going to do yet. Okay, you've now declared war on them. Expel Japanese officers. Japan has maintained a military mission in Fengtian ever since the foundation of the Fengtian government in 1926. We were preceded by over a decade of informal Japanese operations in support of Zhang Xiaolin's Fengtian clique. The mission has served to aid many aspects of the military development, primarily through the supplies of arms and equipment, but also training and planning assistance. Unfortunately, however, the shortage of officers in the aftermath of civil wars provided Japan the opportunity to attach Japanese officers to command positions in the field and lead our armies independently. This had a negative effect upon the morale of our men, making Japan's influence all too obvious, even as military missions attempt. I mean, the thing is, like, we've already united China. We can expel them all, or we can try to be diplomatic. What's our clique power at right now? I'm going to... under political power. And it removes this modifier. Spell them all. We're going hard on this. But finally enough, it actually means I do need limited construction. Actually, once Beijing is a core... I'm not gonna do it yet. We're gonna go to war economy, though. Okay, Japan. Because now that Beijing is a core, as a population of 12 million, I'm going to integrate you next. I'm going to integrate you as well. Get these two done. Okay, Japan, what is your play? Get the communication event firing. Go to Nanjing. Go to Hangzhou. KMT right now, they're about halfway dead. Oh, you're not great. Zhang Clique dominance. With the power of Zhang loyalists and immediate subordinates reaching levels unseen since the establishment of the Fengtian government, other political factions begun to turn to unconventional means to stave off total dictatorship. Yeah, that's not how much support. They have 47 support right now. Communication cliques behest trains have stopped running on time. Okay. I mean, it's not good. It's actually really bad. I wouldn't mind getting other people positions here. Japan, what the hell are you doing? I mean, I'm guessing Japan doesn't like us anymore. The question is, are they actually going to declare war or not? We kind of need to get other factions up here. But I don't know. Like, at this point... let's rebuild the second army. We can do that right now. Okay, 1,500 artillery pieces. That's nice. Yeah, we kind of need to get this down. I still don't know what the Japanese are going to do. Can they attack us? They've done divide and conquer. Collaborators. I don't know what they're doing. They delivered an ultimatum. There will be war. There will be war. The war with Japan has begun. Are we at war with Transmere as well? No. Okay, we passed one of our things. Thank you for the 14 support equipment. Japanese descended upon China. That which had long feared to finally come. Long had the Japanese really eyed our vast lands, taking advantage of our natural resources and divided national unity. Now, we're here in full force. This invasion will test our mettle and bravery. We shall not falter. The Japanese are despicable barbarians. Already reports have reached us of unspeakable crimes, and one can only imagine the fates of our countrymen at the hands of the loathsome pirates. Western powers, preoccupied with events in Europe and America, have abandoned us to our fate. And while we are in danger that China has not resisted and fought back against invaders for centuries, our civilization dates back 4,000 years, a testament to our glorious will and determination. We will resist their invasions with the greatest of tenacity and drive the Japanese back to their islands. The war of national resistance has begun. Which means I probably want to call everybody into this war. Japan's now at war with basically everyone. Kind of odd, like, started a weird, awkward situation here. Expel the Japanese bandits! We have no stability. Oh, Jesus. How bad is this? Negative 40% factory output? Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. Fly all of you here. Build more convoys for right now. Second Japanese sign a war. We just need to get them out of Korea. And we also need to make sure the war with the KMT ends sooner rather than later so we can actually move all of White Army up north. Are you core? You're not core. You're core. So push our troops here. Rest of our forces. Nanjing is worth 5 victory points. It's not incredible, but it's okay. Take the land. Attack where you... That's a lot of Japanese troops. That's a lot of Japanese troops. Okay. This will require a... Are you at war with Japan as well? Oh, you are. Okay. Okay, troops hold position on the Korean border. We're going to need to put troops over here as soon as we can. But again, what we need to do is we need to kill... We need to kill the KMT. Wuhan, I'm assuming, is not a core. Expeditionary forces. You know what? I'll take them. I'm going to send you up to One up the blue army. We're gonna start up a new army here as well. You're going to be the purple army. Come over here, assist this. You two immediately fall back here. Actually, I'm looking at this. Actually, wait. It looks like a lot, but if we actually can just take a few provinces in Korea, it's not so bad. I'm a little bit worried about these units over here, of course, but... Okay, again, just hold Busan. Hold Busan, you beautiful bastards. Well, with the war with Japan started, I think it's gonna be a good time for us to end this episode. So thank you for watching. My name is Anthony. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not doing, click some down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.